Hey y'all, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Brandon.
And today we're coming at you with some footage from this previous season.
And we'll also be interviewing each other about what we thought, so stay tuned and hope you enjoy.
Straightening the curves, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get 'em, but the law never will. Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow.
Alright guys, so this is our first evening hunt, and this is Kyle's hunt. So Kyle, why don't you just run us through it, like what you saw and what you encountered and everything that you saw.
Yeah, man, like you were saying, this is my first evening hunt, and I didn't expect to see much, but we saw a couple of does come out first over to my left that were down the fire break. And once some does passed, we saw a nice sized buck come by, and I didn't grab the camera, which I should have. But as they were disappearing out into the dusk, I grabbed the camera. As you can see a little spike at the end. And after that, it kind of slowed down a little bit. And about 30 minutes went by, and I had this little spike come out in the front here. You can see him, and he hung out on for a little while. But most of the video, you can see he's standing behind a tree. And to what we're thinking is that the spike, he knew that this tree stand was there. And deer, they're smart. He knew that tree stand was there, and he knew I was there, and he stood behind this tree because he didn't want to be shot, obviously. But other than that, it was a really good first day hunt, and I was really glad to be back, and hope you guys enjoyed that.
I'm chilling on a dirt road, laid back swerving like I'm George Jones. Smoke rolling out the window, and ice cold beer sitting in the console. Memory laid up in the headlights, it's got me reminiscing on them good times. I'm turning off a
You know, it was really surprising to see all 9 of those turkeys, and not during turkey season either, but man, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for turkey season. And also, after your turkeys that you also saw some deer, and you got a shot on a doe. Let's take a look at that doe.
We had the first doe walk out on us, and I assumed there'd be more does with her. So I stopped filming, and I picked up the gun, and you can tell I started filming again once I had the gun ready to go. And that's when another doe walks out. So now we got 2 does in front of us at this point. Well, after they disappeared, I figured it was getting late, so I stopped filming and I put my gun back down. Well, not shortly after, finally this doe comes out, and she's a shooter doe. She's mature, and you can tell she's mature by her nose. This is what I look for. I look for a big nosed doe, and that's the ones I go for. But she comes out, and again, I had my gun down. I had to pick my gun back up, set it up. I had to look through the viewfinder, and I don't know how many of you guys have done this, but I had the viewfinder in one hand and the gun in this hand. I had to look through the scope, look through the viewfinder, and I thought the shot was good, but when it came down to it, you guys can tell it just didn't work out. And check it out.
Well, dang, man, that was a really good shot. You really didn't have to track her anywhere.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate it. But like I said, it wasn't the best shot I ever had. But we're going to let her lay for a little bit, and we're going to resume after the hunt. Well, guys, we didn't exactly get the best footage of that deer like I wanted. But, you know, we've been hunting all week, and we saw 9 turkeys today and 4 does. And here's the doe, guys. We got a nice headshot. She's a good sized doe. Alright, now that I got my deer, it's now Brennan's turn. So the following morning, he goes back to the same stand that I got mine, and here's his hunt.
Well, here we are at Kyle's stand in the morning that he was previously at last night where he shot his doe. And right away we see a small, probably 1-year-old, 4-point walkout. And that's not a kind of deer we want to take. We like to manage our deer and shoot the older 3 to 4-year-old 8 to 10-point bucks. Because that's how we like to shoot our deer. We like to let them grow, just basic deer management. But as you can tell, like just how young this deer is, he's also very smart because he goes straight to where Kyle shot his doe the previous night, and he kind of sniffs around there for a little bit, but he doesn't exit the way that those does exit. He ends up turning around and going back the other way that he came from. So it's pretty cool to see how these deer act around in the wildlife and see how smart they are. So it's just really cool to see him interact with that the whole day, and it was just a cool experience to watch.
Before we sign off tonight, we wanted to give a couple shout outs to my buddy Chris with Mr. CCC Fitness. Go get swole with him. And also Caitlin Moss up in Pennsylvania. Good job, guys.
And once again, this has been another Dirt Road Productions video. Once again, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, or if you want to give us some new ideas, you can message us on Facebook, or you can email us at dirtroadproductions2011@gmail.com. Well, once again, I'm Brandon.
And I'm Kyle.
And thanks for tuning in.